Well, segment 2 of this college football show, and if you're Adam Dustin and you're watching this, we miss you, man. We miss you on this show. But of course, Cole, you're welcome to come whenever Adam and I are filming. Okay, we'll give you that right.
I got you, don't worry.
Because I will say, even on here, Cole has been a good fill-in, I will say, for this one. I definitely picked a good analyst. Yay me. And yay Cole. But anyway, Deerhead, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Good. Tiger, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Good. Michigan against Ohio State. The big rivalry game. It's me and you against Ohio and all their fans and the FSO girls, even though they're hot. Yes. Anyway.
Alright, you gotta know how. Yeah, this game is in Ann Arbor, and this is a huge game for both teams. Again, even though Michigan is 7-4, they gotta try to prove something. As I believe right now, Hoke is his entire offense and defensive coordinators are gonna have their ropes on a neck on a rope right now, because they are in some trouble after this season. And we have an Ohio State team who is playing great. As Urban Meyer, he walked in that place and you knew what was going to happen. I felt like that happened.
You know, when he was talking about his health issues when he was at Florida, I now pretty much am on the. I'm pretty much saying that he was making a move and going to Ohio State. Anyway.
That could be true, actually. I never thought about it like that, but it could possibly be true. But Ohio State right now, their team is playing outstanding right now, and it might be because of Urban Meyer. But Miller this season has been having a great job, and he's been throwing the ball pretty well. And the running back Hyde also having another great season, rushing over 1,000 yards this year. And then we go to Michigan. The Fighting Wolverines trying to get a huge upset this week against a very tough Ohio State team, which they have done in the past, the last couple decades, you can see, I guess. Yes. And right now, they have Gardner, who is just struggling so awfully this year. I don't know.
You're saying, without cueing me.
Pretty much, yes. I am, but this Gardner this is my opinion on this one, and I really hope Michigan coaches listen to this. He is not a starting quarterback for us. I believe he should go back to wide receiver. Put the sophomore in next year. I feel
Shane Morris?
Yes, he deserves the chance to start for this team. Because Gardner, he's not taking us anywhere this season. I don't feel like he hasn't taken anywhere this season. He hasn't taken us, and I think he can't take us to anything next year as well. Because I just don't think he's that good of a quarterback. To tell the truth. The only reason I feel like he's having a great season is because of Gallen, because that guy, man, he is one amazing wide receiver after seeing him in that Indiana game that we got to go see.
Mm-hmm. At the game of his life.
He over 300 yards receiving in that game was outstanding in that one. And if they're going to stay close, it'll be because of this guy right there, and Gallen is going to have to make some big plays. And this game, well, I am a Michigan fan. We all know that one. And
yes.
You know he is too.
Yes. Let's face it, if he were a Michigan State or Ohio State fan, I'm not sure if he's on this show.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going to wear this for a second now. Just to hide my face.
Hide his face.
I have State winning this one. Sorry, Michigan. But they're just doing that much better than us. I say the score's going to be...
He had to hide his face.
I had to hide my face on this one. They are going to win this one, I believe, 31-20. I just feel like Michigan's offense is going to struggle a little too much in this game. And Ohio State, I just think, is that good. Will they make it to a national championship game? I don't think they're making it to the national championship game. They will be in the Rose Bowl, though, representing the Big Ten.
Depends on what happens with Alabama and Florida State, which we'll go to which we'll discuss in the next one. But anyway, honestly, Michigan has not been that great of a team, and yes, I may have overconfidence-sized them, I guess, with the game against Indiana in that pick show. I remember that. I remember doing that show where I was clearly unhappy at all the state fans that were saying we were bad. We're not as good as you, but we're not bad. I've seen worse. Florida, for an example. I think Michigan could beat Florida. But there's actually a deal going on right now in Monroe, Michigan, where if you buy a car on game day and Michigan shuts out the Buckeyes, you will get that car for free.
Ooh.
I read that yesterday
Wow.
on FoxSportsDetroit.com.
I like that, man.
Free cars in Monroe! But, unfortunately, that car will probably cost you $25,000 or whatever the face value of the car was, because, and I hate to do it too, but it's either going to be a close game or Ohio State is going to whoop them. And yes, Auger, I'm wearing the wig again. But anyway, I also think Ohio State wins this one 31-24. I think it'll actually be closer, but I think Ohio State wins, sadly.
Yeah.
And it breaks the hearts of 107,000 people in Michigan Stadium if you haven't sold your ticket yet, which if you're selling your ticket, gimme, mine. Because I'm still not going to this game yet. And are you going, Cole?
No, I'm not going.
No?
No. Can't get a ticket for that one.
Damn it. Anyway. That's that. But anyway, the big game, and if you watched the college football show the week of Alabama-LSU, I apologize to all the fans of those teams. I completely forgot about your game as I was ranting about Michigan. But this time I'm not forgetting about your game. Alabama against Auburn. The winner gets an iron and maybe even a curling iron for this wig, and a chance at not only the SEC championship, but maybe even national championship contention. Bama and Auburn.
Well, in this one, it's a tough game here. You got an Alabama team who, obviously, they're great every season. They've been number one since day one. Actually, since like the last 2 years, 3 years, they've been number one. I think they have. I'd say about a year. No, they lost. Actually, they lost last year, didn't they?
They lost
to Texas A&M.
They lost to A&M. They had one loss.
They've been pretty much untouchable for the last about year and a half, I could say then.
And even A.J. McCarron's proving it with Catherine Webb.
Oh, McCarron, he's having a great season. Like I was saying, he's going to win the Heisman this year, which
I originally picked him preseason. If you watch that show,
I could see him win the Heisman this year, as he's been having a great season. He's been leading this team very well this season.
And of course, you got the hottest lady in college football.
Yes, that is very true. And Yeldon as well. They're running back for Yeldon for Alabama, having a great season as well, as he's been running the ball, and also having over 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Kenny and Drake too.
Yeah, Drake as well. Thank you for mentioning that one. And then you have an Auburn team who, again, their one loss I believe came to LSU. I want to say.
Yes.
And they are trying to get something going. They do have the game at home, which is great for them. They actually give them a little more momentum coming in this one here. As right now, Marshall is going to have a big game, I feel like, to beat this Alabama team. And Mason as well going to have a good game on the ground to get some good yards here. It's going to be a close game. I'm going to say that right now. It's going to be a very close game. Even though Auburn almost lost, they did lose LSU. And Alabama, I think it was their last game, or 2 games or whatever game it was, they played a horrible SEC team and almost lost to them.
State.
Yeah, they almost lost to Mississippi State, which was shocking to me a little bit. So they showed some weaknesses in that game.
Then of course they played Chattanooga, which you can't really base anything off of that game. So it's like they had a bye week.
Pretty much. But in this one, I don't know where to go with this one, but I'm going to go with the upset. I feel like Auburn is going to take this one, and they're going to take the Iron Bowl, and they're going to take down the number 1 team in the country, and then it's going to be a big riot in Auburn. And it's just going to be a huge event there for them, and I feel like we'll go into this later next week if they're going to make the national championship or not. I'm still debating that one if they do win this game. But I think Auburn's going to win this one and take down Alabama and move up to the number 3 in the country next week and possibly have a chance for the national championship. And I didn't get a score, did I? Score, I'm going to go...
I didn't even have to say a word. You knew.
31-28 Auburn.
Believe it or not, I thought I was the one that was going to be the bold guy. Cole did it for me. Because I'm picking Auburn as well. I thought about this for a couple days and I thought, I just have a feeling Auburn's going to upset them. Because what has happened in the last 2 or 3 years, Alabama's won the championship. They had one loss. It was in Tuscaloosa, but they had one loss. LSU, A&M. It's always a different team. Auburn is a different team than LSU and A&M. I just have a feeling it's going to happen. Auburn 24, Alabama 21, and who knows? Maybe Alabama might still get the benefit of the doubt by sitting.
Who knows?
But that's definitely a discussion for next week's show. But for this time, enjoy the leftovers, I guess, of your turkey. As college football doesn't start until Friday, which feels like a Saturday in itself, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Black Friday. But as Auburn... That's how Auburn fans will react. Hopefully Lee Corso agrees with us, but we're waiting for the legend to pick his game. But you never know. Enjoy college football this final weekend of the second to last, because the Big 12 still plays its last game. But anyway, enjoy this second to last weekend of the regular season. Enjoy your Thanksgiving feast and leftovers, because it should be a great weekend if you're a football fan. If you're not, sucks to be you.
Every weekend, a great weekend for football.
Exactly. And if you're like my mom, I'm sick of watching football. It's just started, man. It's just started. And Catherine Webb will take your number anytime. Anyway. And Karen will probably want to punch me in the face for stuff. But yeah. Who cares? See you next week, college football fans.